Thanks for staying with us. It's still iBrand Daybreak, and the conversation definitely continues on the show. Remember, it's Friday edition of the show, and it's all about entertainment at this point in time. Now, what defines a singer-songwriter and their involvement in music industry varies from one singer to another. A singer-songwriter is a musician who writes, composes, and performs their own musical materials, including lyrics and melodies. And today on the show, we have K-Star, a singer-songwriter and also a fashion designer. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning, K-Star. Is that your real voice or?
No, that's my real voice.
Oh,
looks like. Why shall I shy?
I'd have thought you were a fitness coach too. Your, fitness.
No worries, coming from training.
It's okay. Nice kicks. You have. I actually like your. I just hope. We can see it. I like your kicks. Well, it's really beautiful. Yeah, I think I should have one after the show.
Yep. So, K-Star. Who is K-Star? What's the name behind K-Star really?
Let me say. Okay. I would say my name from I got it from Akachukwu. Okay. So and from the Akachukwu, like from day one, right from day one I started doing music and everything. So I never had that. I got a top from my parents and everything. So I saw the clothes K-Star and everything. So I was like, okay.
And your parents gave you the top that says K-Star.
K-Star. So I was like, me trying to do music and have to like sport and everything, going to sport. So I had to like decide one day that this music journey and everything, I was not really interested in music and all that. So my parents just told me that, okay, you have to like choose one beside this thing, and always school and going to school and everything. So I just, okay, let me decide on what part and everything. So she just had to like tell the pastor and everything that this guy, my son can sing and everything. So then like, they asked me, what is your name? I just decided, okay, she got me a top. Should I customize K-Star? From there, I started using the name. And I think that was at the age of 4 when I started singing.
Oh,
wow, in church?
Yeah. So you picked K-Star from the age of 4?
4.
Interesting. That I could tell. So how has music been for you from that time up to now?
Let me say, the struggle most times when it comes to like music and education. And you have to like focus, make sure that you have to balance and everything. So right now, I'll say it has been like a very easy journey and everything. But let me say, everything we put God in place and everything. So in the journey, it has been stressful. People condemning the fact that okay, you want to do music, you want to go into school, you want to do this thing that I'm not always thinking straight, I'm not straightforward and everything. But thank God for the kind of parent I have. They're always supportive, giving
from day one. From day one.
Now I'm not always like that close with my dad because we'll have that clash. Like don't you know what you want for yourself, don't you? But my mom is always like giving that. Go ahead, no, don't worry, don't listen. Let's keep this music going and everything. Pushing. Yes. So let me say that's music now. I'll put like. I got to a point that I don't have to make the decision for myself that, okay, the time I left home safe. Okay. I left home, went to my guy's place, started doing music, start pushing, start making my own phone because my daddy restricted me from some kind of phones and everything to get that.
But sorry, let me interrupt here now. You said it's been difficult, combining and stressful by your word, combining schooling and music. Are you done with schooling now?
No, I'm my current level now.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Apparently, ASO strike is effective.
No. Private uni at Benson Dawsa.
Oh, great. Then you're rounding up then.
Yes.
So,
well, I would say because I was in Unilag before.
Oh, okay.
Then I was under scholarship. Right from I got scholarship since I was like in primary school. So I got my scholarship. Then I'm done with my masters. So that's one also come back because I got it through. Pastor Chris, like gospel and everything. So, in fact, when we went to perform in SA, South Africa and everything, so like, okay, he wants to give scholarship to me and my team, my crew and everything. So, the fact is, restricts they gave us that we are not supposed to perform outside the church or those kind of things.
Okay.
So, like strictly inbuilt and everything. I'm the kind of person that, okay, I meet different, people, songwriters and everything. And from that side, I don't really get a payout and everything. So I was like, okay, I can be going to church, I can be doing whatever I want to do, but when still do my side hustle. So, but that restrict and everything. So I have to decide for myself. It's either I stop the scholarship, pursue my own dreams and everything. So
that was a tough call.
How did your parents take that?
That was a really tough call.
I can imagine from was it you said
Primary school
from
down to
primary school
masters.
down to masters, and then you had to decide to let go of that to pursue yours, and then having your parents pay for a private university for you. I'm wondering, how did your dad especially take that?
I say right from the one, I told you he's not the kind of person that really give me that 100 in music and everything. He's always like business, and mostly not even paying attention to my career and everything. So I'm always the one like, okay, I will have to like stand up and tell him like, this is what I want. This is what I want. If you don't want to give me support, don't fine. I'll still live my life this way. But at the end of the day, I know, because most times I get some achievement to be like, that's my son. I'll be like, okay now. So now you're bringing back that's my son and everything. So, but my mom literally, I'll say, because she has gone through a lot
for you.
Because yes, most times because I had to face even. But there's sometimes I get this, I don't know, I could call it like merited grace from Lord. I was just like, when I went to school, because I had to like start putting down, when people are writing exams, I'm here, writing music, trying to finish a project, and then doing it, submit it, because I have to submit to Sony Music, because I'm under a training from them. Yeah,
I get it. Now let me just interrupt here. I mean, you've just given us a journey, and it's been, I mean, up and down, challenging as well. You talked about performing at in South Africa, with your team. Yeah. So are you a solo musician now, or you're still part of that band? That's one. Then my second question would be, I mean, when you were doing gospel, you had the privilege of, even taking your music outside the shores of Nigeria. Yeah. What is it now that you've delved into what will be termed secular music?
Okay. Sure. The first one is, answer your question. That's my team, my crew. I'm a solo musician.
Oh, okay.
I created my own.
Oh,
band.
You created your band. Okay.
So I have people that once like, okay, they'll say, I love your music, I love your art. Let me just give in. Because I believe in your dream, I believe in what you want to get. Great. So, and right from day one, like I got those bands when I was like in SS1. Oh, started building everything down from secondary school. So right from them, they have been with me through trials and everything, going down to Benin, going down to Lagos. So even when I was doing the gospel and everything, they were like, okay, 100, I'm still with you. Okay. If this is what you want to do, if this is still what you want to do. Because they believe like, okay, what I have is not just something that I'll just perish one day and everything. So they keep that belief in me and everything. So that's what keeps me striving. Okay.
But now what's the difference? I mean, gospel music took you outside the shores of Nigeria in terms of your music. But now with secular, you're fast rising. So what's the difference in terms of both worlds?
Okay, I'll say in the gospel, they say, most they say politics starts in church and everything. So well, I would say when I was in church, I was restricted to some kind of, even though I want to express myself in some kind of music to do, because it's what they call love of music and arts, like that. So we have to submit some music, and I was in a group they called Kids Can Dance Ministry and everything. Oh, okay. I know that. And I was, let me say, majorly I entered as a musician, not a dancer. So I entered as a musician, but we know everything about this art. They want the dance, art, and everything. So they had the name Kids Can Dance already. So me trying to strive with the music side and everything. So most times I have to show him my music, try to give him support, meet other gospel artists and everything. So the thing is, when I get the good and the nice record and everything, so I end up most times, because of those ones, you have to bully, like, you don't have to restrict me from doing this kind of thing. And most times, if I get my song out there, for me, I won't have that good, like, or special recognition and everything. So it's more like my hard work and everything not being paid off.
Giving out to someone else.
Yeah, so giving out to someone else. So I won't have, like, my own say on what to do, on what to say. Yes.
Okay, now, before we delve into other aspects of your life, which you mentioned fashion design, right, and you'd also dance too? By the side.
It does, but I just stopped it because of the music. I had to focus more.
Okay, but then what kind of music do you do?
I do Afrobeats. Let me say I'm all round.
Okay.
I do around. I told you I've been training for like a long time since I was small. So I trained myself like doing trap music there when I was growing up. Then I met a friend along the line that was still my primary section and everything. So I had to like start learning the Afrobeat. He was telling me this Afrobeat industry is not about having vocals, I've been using vocals and everything, because I was indulging that church, they said. So you had to drive me through the line of Afrobeat, how it should be, how it should be. So I kept doing that training, kept being good at it and everything. So I also did reggae some part of my life. I was doing reggae, then I was also doing R&B.
You rap?
I also rap.
Interesting.
Okay.
But then now,
I'll be expecting 16 bars.
a lot of persons, a lot of musicians, or will I use the word artists, ministers, what have you, has emerged from this particular platform you had, which is the Love Word, you know. But so at the point where you took that decision, I'm wondering, aside the fact that your parents may not have sat well with them, you as a person, you just mentioned you didn't want restrictions, you didn't, but then at some point in your life, did you look back and say, I wish I didn't take this decision? Looking at a lot of people have come out from there. I could mention Sinach, Eben,
Frank Edwards,
Frank Edwards, sorry, not Ildis. Eben. No, I mentioned Eben. But you know, a lot of people have come out, a lot of persons with scholarships and awards. You could see that they are traveling far and wide. You see Sinach everywhere. How did she come from this? So did you look back and say, I wish, you know, you may have your reason, but have you always look back and say, I wish I stayed, or I'm happy I didn't stay, you know?
Let me say, when there's something like, there are many people in the industry, like gospel industry. So there's what they call, like the same way we have like now, this secular world and everything, is what they call hierarchy in every stage. So if you want to go through that stage with, even because there are many singers, there are many lots of singers in church and everything, and for you to stand out and everything, then you have to like be in one side, you have to like keep doing auditions back to back, keep doing, and I didn't want to be the kind of person that would just be in one side this thing. I wanted to be like someone that would explore around, and I want like the world, travel and go tour and everything. So I would say the gospel, I'm not complaining about the fact that the gospel this thing is not 100 or is not this thing.
You say it was politicized.
Yes, that's the thing.
Or it is politicized.
It is. But the thing is, I'm not regretting because I checked back then and now. If I'm saying that when I left, because that guy that also taught me the Afrobeats was also with me, was under Frank Edward.
Oh, okay.
So there's something you have to like. Most times, you know, they have their own. They have their own. Their people, and they have their own. This thing they have for themselves, like dream and everything. So they won't like want to start putting their mind on, start training someone and everything. Why they have not gotten to a certain limit they want to get to. So it's now you to now decide how you want to build your life. How do you want to go far? How do you want your dream? So I came out, then I met like few people like in the industry. Like I started with Casey and the rest. So like Casey, and he helped me a lot through the industry.
Same Casey, 5-star music.
5-star music. So he helped me a lot in the music and everything. So he's the only one that helped me out now with the project. The project. So he helped me meet some people through Sony Music, some people in industry, some people that like I love this guy's music. I want him to help me write this particular thing. So the journey, I look at myself because I did all that when I was in secondary school. And looking at the growth stage and the investors and investment and every people that are coming. So I'm not looking back and say I'm regretting on this.
No, just to add that, a lot of people would say, we have had some person still on the show say that, well, excuse me, they would prefer that they are not under a record label because the record labels would take a lot of the money, 30% or a large percentage, and maybe 40% and leave 60% and leave 40 for you, or it depends on the agreement. They rather do solo, but then now you are here saying your record label has helped you a lot. So
I'm not saying I'm under a record label now.
Okay, you said you are under.
It helped me.
But there's
a give and take.
But then it's more like a contract stuff.
Yeah, more like a contract stuff.
Okay, you're not under a record, but then you're under a contract. Okay, it may be seen as the same thing. I don't know if that's
No. The record label is when you are signed as an artist. Like, okay, you have this fact that if you're signed, it's more like they own you.
Oh.
So when they own you, is like they can do whatever they want to do. Like, okay, if I want you to release this particular time, you have to. If you want to record this particular time, you have to, because why? That is them investing on you. So it's not like they begged you to come or anything. So it's more like you went to them and you asked for help, and now they're giving the solutions to your help. So you have to just like align with them. Yes.
So what's the contract like?
So the contract with me is more like, okay, I'm helping him like, because now 5 stars that there are other like top record labels now in the country, like you have like Mavins and like sort of DMW, and so I'm like putting like 5 star because the last person we know that he signed was Skibby. The clash he had with Harrison and everything. So the thing is, I was thinking more like, okay, why don't we like make this record label like as known as big as this is? Not compulsory that it must be like, oh, they know it's 5 stars, this Igbo, this thing, OKC and everything. So we want to like make it like that classic and standard. So I say from my own end through Sony and everything. So I've been with them a lot and everything. So I felt like, okay, bringing influencers and making the label like big out here.
I understand where you're driving at. Okay, let's get back to you. You know, you sing, you write.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer, singing or writing? And do you write for others as well?
Yeah,
like you write and sell?
I write for others. Like the other musicians are written for like songs that are actually blown.
Like tell us the song. We want to know. Or it's not part
is there a non-disclosure agreement?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay. So, if there's a non-disclosure agreement, that's fine.
But I would have really loved to hear. But if that was a non-disclosure, it's fine.
There's some artists that have written for.
Did they pay you well? Sorry.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
How much do you charge for a song?
Charge close to like 400. 300
for a song that would blow, the song that would
no, for a song that's because I want no. The thing is, I take out my time. I can write like 3 different music for you. You pay me for one, but I write 3 for you. So because I determine your vocals to know what you can be able to carry and what you can take. So it's almost, but I'm not really 100. Like when it comes to I want it to songwrite. Most times I give it to like my other colleagues and everything. Like, okay, I struggle and write this stuff. Right now my head is on because I have my own project to face and everything. So, but I feel like, okay, when I determine that, okay, this person is good enough, I feel like, okay, my writing and everything won't go in vain and everything. I'll just say, okay, let me help but
chip in.
So if it, and again, if someone that maybe you say you have not dropped a hit song for a long time, I feel like, okay, let me just give you. Most times I sacrifice my own music to you if I don't want to, so I'll just collect the payouts.
While you're talking, I'm just saying, I'm not a prophetess, but I'm just saying the music school, or I don't, what do they call it, the record label, people that, it's a music academy, use the word. Have you thought of ever doing that? Because you're talking about writing songs for people, having people to give. If you're too busy, that means you have people who look up to you, probably work under you because of what they think you have. So have you ever thought of owning something like that for yourself, a label or music academy for yourself?
Well, you know, I have like 3 artists under me that I'm training. Not because I have
now?
not like because I have the funds to push out there, because I have that belief that very soon, very soon I'm going to like be out there. And when I'm out there, I want those people because I know how good most of them are actually better than me, but I'm just trying to hold them tight. I'm like, okay, let me keep pushing you, let me keep helping you, making you better, because I know that when they're out there, I know the kind of explosive songs and everything they will drop out.
Rise by lifting others.
That's the thing. So it's better. It's not like not me now focusing on just myself and everything, because there are people out there, there are many musicians out there that most times they take some kind of decisions and everything, and parents, people not having that link and connection to support. And I know what I went through to get
to where you are. Okay, talking about where you are now as an artist, what project are you working on in terms of your music career?
Yeah, I'm working on
like a single coming up, an EP.
I'm working on an EP, but they want me to like work on an album first. So from the album, they pick out the EP.
Get the extended
from the EP. So it's like a 20-song album. 20 songs. So
I'm
like my
20-song album.
That's many for an album. It's been a while we had that. I know we once had Chris Brown with 30, or 40 rather.
Yeah, it's a 20-song album. But the thing is, out of those 20, because I have the likes of Wandiko and Runtown helping me out.
Oh, great!
You have a lot of people like that helping you out. Really. How were you able to get through those people? What link did you have?
It was my producer. It was 12, I'll be 13. When I was in secondary school, so I was like a senior in school. So I was like doing this kind of thing because I went to the secondary school at Peak Lane and everything. So I was like, okay, he showed me what he can do, and it's someone that's is like general overseer, so know this kind of thing, our church now. So he always hiding in school to come and do it. So he would tell me, Kaka, hear this, hear that, hear that. So one day, like I became so close with the guy, so I had to like, okay, I became family friends. I'd start going to his place. So like when the mom see me and say the kind of me, because they had a church camp from here, so they had like a competition outside this, and so I had to like represent the church because people are should go. And the mom, I've not seen me like perform before, so the mom like, when I was like, mommy, I believe in him, I believe in this, so I helped them, like I won the competition for them. So the mom was like, this guy is good. I wonder, see, this thing is good. So you know, parents, when you see your friend doing something they'll be like, why don't you do this thing? So he was like the person that the mom was giving, also the mom also giving the support and everything. So he had to go from school. He would come back from school, then enter the studio. So most times he do overnight. Then from studio go back to school. So the day was like so the guy became so good that that was through Sony. He had to like go to Sony Music, a landmark and everything. So when he got to Sony Music, he met some people and they gave him like a specific task to do. From there, they asked him, "Do you have artists?"
And that's how
I got the link.
Great.
So
just before we wrap up the discussion, you said you rap. You want to freestyle for us?
Okay.
You have the floor. Shoot.
Okay.
I'm a king, I don't make mistakes, cause I made the race. This M chase like a funnel rake. This is playing like a song in the M Drake. But I want to be me, but she ain't a Drake. But like fly flows and the amp blows. When you just say with your air, stick my air flows. My auntie make a mountain, but she sing the song, but I came through with the mud in the anthem. I couldn't say mud organ, but nothing, but come true, but it's after a mountain. So I'm not saying these things because I don't want the words. So I prefer if you want me to sing. That's
fine. But is that 16 bars or how many bars is that?
I think he stopped at 12. I think
I don't even know the difference between 16 and 12.
It was 16.
Yeah. I tell you.
But that was a good flow. You know, it had a bit of rhythm to it. You know, and that's essential.
I'm glad he was careful about the words. That means you're a professional.
So you want to take him on the career challenge?
Oh yeah. Well, I would have really loved you to sing, but we need to talk about your fashion designing. But it's fine. We could see you have something. You have a nice shoe with you there. So quickly, 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Talk about your fashion designing. 2 seconds. 30 seconds rather. Okay. Fashion designing.
Fashion designing is like I opened my own thing of K-Star brand. That has strictly on like leather suit and everything. So I got the ideas. I met some people during Pepsi Academy and everything. So I saw people who they had an exhibition in Pepsi and everything.
And that just inspired me.
Yeah, so just inspired me. I was looking at people like, I know there are many things I can do. I'm the son of my father. So obviously,
that's a good place to wrap it up. The son of your father.
I like the fact he said that. But if you were not a musician, artist, anything entertainment, what other career would you have chosen?
I saw you play ball.
I don't know what you guys want to do about that.
You can't play ball with your mouth.
You play ball with your mouth. You're supposed to put it in. If I was there, I would have kicked it. But if you put them there,
it's good to see that you are well talented and you're creative in virtually everything you do. We hope that going forward you probably have a music academy or label so as to help more people on board. Just keep up the good work you're doing.
Thank you very much, K-Star, for joining. Well, we are very proud of you, actually, and we hope that next time we are seeing you, well, I hope I don't have to feel from to see you by that time. Just remember my face right now. I'll remind you of this day. Thank you so much, K-Star. The sky is your starting point, and K-Star, you are a star. I'm sure you know that.
I'm sure.
All right, that was K-Star, celebrity K-Star, right here in the studio with us. It's been an amazing show, right? I'm sure you've enjoyed every bit of it.